The trauma of not understanding what is going on in front of you. Hello, and today's insight is going to be mainly about that. Today, I experienced something that I found a little odd, and I was like, okay, why are they doing this here? uh, I'm referring to parents changing their child in front of me, like on benches, right? Instead of going to the bathroom. And what I noticed was the child was a bit older in age, like about 2, and yet was still wearing diapers and seemed a little on on the edge. Like the child did not have any deformations, but like maybe consciously, like in his mind, right, something was kind of off. I don't know. And like, and so it was just kind of odd to see that they were changing the child right there. So I just diverted my eyes, which is the only thing you can do in a situation like that, right? And I told myself, instead of like judging them, being like, okay, so maybe they have a specific reason for doing this here and now, because the child seemed kind of, when I first saw the child, he seemed fine. And then all of a sudden he started crying. I'm like, okay, this normal child behavior. But they automatically started to change him. I was like, okay, they must have a reason. I'm not in their family. I don't know the logic behind what they're doing, but they must have one, right? And generally that's the case. You don't necessarily understand the logic behind what people are doing, but there is a logic. And so whenever I find myself in a situation where I'm like, what's going on? I generally try to take myself out of my body, well, figuratively speaking, and place myself in the third person degree perspective, so I can be like, okay, there's a variable here that I don't really quite understand. So this is the time for me to be like, you do you, boo, and I'll just like try to divert my eyes. That's all I can do. So my question is, what is your process when something kind of odd happens in front of you and you don't know what to do? Ponder that.